Joining us now on the program, Kurt Allen, President, CEO of the Mississippi Aquarium. Morning, Kurt. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning. Thanks for having me. How you guys doing?
We're doing great today. All right, so you serve as the President and CEO of the Mississippi Aquarium, and you got what appears to be a fairly busy schedule coming up for the remainder of the year, and even some special guests, shall we say, are going to be present at the aquarium. Give us an update.
Yeah, starting this weekend and next weekend, we've got some mermaids coming to South Mississippi. So most people don't realize mermaids were native to Mississippi long ago. And we wanted to bring them back and showcase some mermaids swimming around at the aquarium. So we got a whole schedule on the website if people want to come out and check out our mermaids swimming alongside our local inhabitants in our aquarium. And then we got some Halloween activities for the kids on the 31st as well. So we've got a lot going on this weekend and next weekend.
Yeah, that is awesome. We're watching some video that Rhino's popped up on our video feed and looking at the mermaids swimming around in the aquarium right now. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's something that we just wanted to bring along. There's kind of a following across the country with mermaids, and people are kind of mystified with them, and to have them, it'll be great for the kids to come in and actually get to meet the mermaids, get their picture taken with them, and then anybody come into the aquarium can see them in the main habitat swimming around, and it's really going to be a fun event.
Yeah. So how are things with respect to hopefully coming out of this pandemic and getting back to so-called normal with respect to visitors, et cetera? Do you have any sort of protocol still in place, measures still in place for the attraction?
Yeah, since we opened, we kind of evaluate all the time and as new policies come out. But most recently, we really don't have any policies for people coming in. So our staff is, we're still kind of hypersensitive on our own staff to make sure that they are sanitizing hands. And if they're with the public and they're not vaccinated, there's potential of us wearing masks just to be safe. But really, it's just as everybody, we're pretty open down here, so there's really not a whole lot of mandates or anything.
How has attendance been of late?
Yeah, attendance for the first year, we opened in the worst time in the world to open an aquarium, and we've done quite well the first year, and again, the first year, even with COVID, you're going to see that big pop. And now we're just kind of reevaluating, schools were out last year, schools are in this year. So it's really going to take us a good 2 years to kind of evaluate what happened the first year with and without schools, with and without events, get the second year kind of under our belt to really see how attendance is going to be affected by different things. Gulfport School District is year-round, which is a brand new thing this year versus the rest of the state with a traditional school schedule. So there's a lot of different variables that we have to continually watch and evaluate.
Yeah. And I guess the other question would be is what do you think what do you consider to be the top attraction in the aquarium? What gets people to come? What do they rave about more than any of the others?
Boy, it's personal preference, really. We get a lot of comments on the freshwater river, seeing the fish in the freshwater river, highlighting Mississippi species. People love seeing our sea turtle banner swimming around in the main habitat. If you're a bird person, we've got some spectacular birds. Dolphins always steal the show at times. People love seeing dolphins. So it's really personal preference, but we've got so many different animals that, we've got something for everybody. The crocodilians, we're one of only about 10 facilities in the entire country that has both species of American crocodilians, the alligator and the American crocodile. So there's a lot to see and do, and, people just need to come out and check us out.
Is there to some extent, are you featuring aquatic life and even birds that are native to Mississippi?
Yeah, on the aquatic side, our kind of minor theme of the aquarium is from brown to blue and beyond. And we really talk about the waters of Mississippi coming down through the state, going out to the Sound and beyond. And so that really hits home with our educators that are out on property talking to our guests. And we talk about the local species. We talk about, especially in the freshwater river, and then talk about what happens out in the Sound, especially with our dolphins, because we can highlight the dolphins that are right off our coast and some of the environmental impacts that are causing them some issues out off of our coast. And then bird-wise, we've got a variety of birds from multiple continents. So there's some locals, but there's also some a variety with some great size and color and some things you probably have never seen before. So yeah, it's pretty neat.
Is there what a cost to attend, to tour?
Cost for the aquarium, everything's on the website. So depending on age, you've got your regular adult admissions, you got your kids admissions, you got senior admissions, you got military discounts. So there's a wide variety of different ranges. Adults are $29.95. And go down from there. So anybody can come out, bring your kids. We've got lots of activities.
And for our statewide audience, Kurt, what's the physical address of the aquarium?
2100 East Beach Boulevard, right downtown Gulfport, across from Jones Park. You can't miss us. We've got 60-foot sails out in front. So if you're driving by on Highway 90, you'll see us. And then the parking garage is on 20th Street if people are looking for it. So come on over. And
I have seen it. It's pretty cool. So was this a rebuild of the existing facility, the old facility, or brand new?
No, different companies, different facilities. The Marine Life Center that was originally here before Katrina was over kind of where the Gulfport Yacht Club is now. So it was on the south side of Highway 90. And then this project really put together about 14 different parcels of land. So there was some buildings that were destroyed during Katrina. There was actually a couple of active businesses still on the property, but the city council and the mayor and the president of city council really looked at the property and said, this is the right spot to build it. And especially having the parking garage already built, we didn't have to spend capital dollars building a parking garage. So we were able to utilize an underutilized capital asset, and putting together the 14 parcels of land really was a genius idea. Being across the street from the park and working on a bridge to cross the street, tram bridge with a pedestrian and bike bridge, all of that is really, as the aquarium was put here to be an economic driver and really to stimulate downtown Gulfport and the coast in general. And it really has sparked that already. We've created about 165 new jobs alone. And then you've got coffee shops and hotels and other things that are popping up because of the aquarium. So that multiplier effect that we've always talked about prior to opening is actually happening. And people should be really proud of that economic stimulus that we've started to generate.
Is it becoming sort of a destination attraction? You're getting people from across the country, certainly the neighboring states, not just Mississippians, right?
Yeah, we look at the heat map of the zip codes of where the credit cards are from. And so we take a look at it. And, the Midwest corridor, we're seeing traction from Minneapolis, Detroit, Indianapolis, Des Moines, Kansas City, St. Louis, good traction out of Nashville. So that whole Midwest corridor, that comes down here to get away from the cold in the winters and have second homes down here. And then as you go east and west, we get a lot out of Dallas and Houston, and we get a lot of Orlando and Jacksonville. And so the I-10 corridor is really important for us, but the 65 corridor, the 55 corridor, all of those main thoroughfares coming down, which is the same audience that the Panhandle in Florida gets. So, we really want to start figuring out a way to start stealing some of that business out of the Panhandle.
Yeah. So they come in, and not only do they visit the aquarium, they stay in the hotels and maybe enjoy themselves in the casinos, the restaurants. They spend their money while they're there.
Things to Bay St. Louis, there's so many different attractions and things to partake in. So, the hotel stays are getting a little longer, and the spending is up, and tourism really is coming into its own on the coast, and we really need to continue to push that because as people come down here, it just continues to generate those tax dollars for everybody.
That's awesome. Kurt, appreciate you joining us today. Good stuff, man. Thanks.
Thank you so much. Good seeing you. We'll see you soon.
You got it. Kurt Allen, President and CEO of the Mississippi Aquarium. We'll come back with more talk on middays. Stay with us.